The mood was defiant as students at nearly 100 schools in the state of Virginia walked out of classes. Their target, Republican Governor Glenn Youngkin's new guidelines about how to treat transgender students in public schools. The draft changes would require parents to be informed and give consent in matters concerning a student's gender identity.
If a parent and their child decide that their child is transgender and should go by different name and or pronouns, it requires the parent's permission to do that. If a parent and child decide that they want official records changed, legal records changed in school, they must produce a legal document indicating such.
In Arlington County, protest leader Waltz Falone said such changes would hurt the most vulnerable.
The proposed policies would make the lives of trans students like myself infinitely worse than right now. I know several people who aren't comfortable being out to their parents because they are at risk of being abused, of being neglected, of being disowned.
But state officials say the change is meant to protect the rights and dignity of all students.
There are protections that we've reiterated in these model policies around making sure that students are safe at home and at school.
Youngkin was elected governor last year. Under his Democratic predecessor, students could use names, bathrooms, and pronouns matching the gender they chose. Under the new policies, students must use bathrooms that correspond to their sex, unless federal law overrules. That could prove problematic, said student Sierra Miller.
We don't want people being outed or forced to use facilities that they don't want to, all that kind of stuff.
Youngkin's press secretary, Macaulay Porter, told VOA when parents are part of the process, schools will accommodate the requests of children and their families. She said conservative parents strongly oppose the old policies. Virginia is just one of several states where gender rights are being fiercely debated.
Show it off official.
In Florida, a new Don't Say Gay law bans teaching gender identity and sexual orientation in primary school. Some Virginia school boards are backing lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender students. Armand Ciccarelli, parent from Arlington, Virginia, has mixed feelings about the changes.
Obviously, parents have a hugely important, core role in raising their children. At the same time, a child's identity, that's really something that's who they are. I mean, as a person, that's core to who they are. So it's a challenge.
A grandparent of 3 school children, Steve Hoffman, believes Youngkin's model would be good for other states.
I do think that parents have a right to be informed of anything involving their child under the age of 18. And so I think that is a cardinal issue. I think that's the reason that Youngkin was elected governor.
Politics aside, mother of 2 Maria de Reich said parents should always listen to their children's needs and act accordingly.
It's a very private matter, very sensitive matter. Therefore, it's the parent's job to make the child feel secure enough to be able to continue their education.
For now, the Youngkin policies are pending while public comment comes in. Veronica Balderas Iglesias for VOA News, Arlington, Virginia.